Because the velocity of the Groza...
Because... Where are you?
I'm below you, buddy.
I just killed your teammate.
I'm actually scared of this dude. Wait, hold on. I'm on the roof now. I don't care, you're bad, you're bad! So hello gamers and welcome back to another video. Now there's an upcoming BattleBit update, maybe it's already out, but check out my video from yesterday, probably, hopefully. That talks about all the changes, self-healing for all the classes, stuff like that. And also I make videos on all stuff BattleBit related, updates, armor guides, attachment guides, all that stuff. So if you play BattleBit, subscribe and maybe you'll learn some stuff. But yeah, today we're gonna be talking about a gun that I really like, and it's probably the best gun in the game, at least for like CQC, SMGs, fast TTK. That's the MP7. Now, you could say the P90 is better, but also not just for CQC, because the P90 just does like everything really well. They probably need to nerf that one next if they really want to go in the order of the best guns in the game, and then maybe the FAL, and then maybe this gun, because yeah, this is definitely top 5 guns in the game. If you're going off of purely CQC, it is kind of the best gun in the game right now. That's because the Vector got a nerf, and it's not a huge nerf necessarily, but it kind of is. So the Vector used to do 24 damage, and now it's down to 22, which hits to kill wise doesn't sound like a lot until you realize that compared with the range on it is now 10 meters instead of 50. Yeah, it has the same min damage range, which on the SMGs is like 150. I can't remember. I'll go look at it. Basically, all the SMGs used to have the exact... I love Exo Armor. Used to have the exact same range, which was 50 to 200 meters away. Now the Chris Vector is going to have 10, which is like here, you know, instead of out here down to 200. So it's going to have the same min range, at least that's what they're saying, but it's going to have like no max damage range, which basically means that 22 damage is only to very close range. Then after that, it's going to drop down below 19, and then it's going to be, you know, a 6-hit kill to limbs, to no armor, which is ridiculous because let's say you were hitting somebody and you happen to hit all the exo armor, all the exo helmet, and all of the rest of his body. It's 200 health, that divided by, you know, 18. It's gonna be a 12-hit kill. A 12-hit kill. The gun still has 36 bullets, so that's a third of your magazine. But yeah, that's gonna be like basically worst case scenario, but that's still, you know, within 15 or 20 meters away. So it's gonna get even worse after that point. So it's a pretty big nerf for sure. And the gun's gonna go down to about 5 damage, but it's gonna be at 200 meters. So the initial range will be crazy. It'll start dropping damage really fast, but then it will take a while to really reach like absolutely 0 damage. So the gun's range is kind of weird because the Vector, it's still gonna have the same recoil. They didn't fix the recoil on it, which is really weird, or the accuracy stat. Now, maybe the accuracy stat thing of all the SMGs having more bloom is going to get fixed, but I'm really not sure because they haven't really talked about that yet as of recording this video. But if they do, I will let you guys know in a pinned comment, because yeah, right now it doesn't seem like a global SMG nerf is going to be happening. And the reason that that's so good is because actually already the MP7 and the Vector had about the same time to kill, and they actually recently kind of gave the MP7 a buff, which is basically they gave the MP7 a quick mag. Now, it used to have a quick mag, and then they accidentally like removed it via a bug, and then they finally fixed the bug that made it impossible to equip the attachment, and it basically made the gun way better because the MP7 with the quick mag, that's the default reload, which is not really great, but it's way better than normal, and this is the fast reload, which is really not bad at all, you know? The Vector only has 6 extra rounds, so they didn't really talk about the fact that the drum mag still has 60, so it might still have 60. But because of another change, which is basically they made the attachments actually affect your walk speed, which before they said they did, but they actually didn't apparently, and nobody noticed that at all. With the drum mag, you're gonna have higher recoil, you're gonna have way worse walk speed, and you're gonna have a much slower reload. That makes the drum mag really bad. The default mag is still 36. I think it's kind of weird that they just reduced it by 4. My idea for a change to it was basically maybe higher bloom, much higher horizontal recoil, and then a 25 round magazine, but keep the damage the same. I wanted to have, you know, 24 damage still to make it have crazy TTK up close, but then make it like unusable at range. That's what it should have been, you know? And then don't give it 40 or 60 rounds. Give it like a 40 round drum mag and then a 25 default. That would have fixed it in my opinion, but no, they went with something completely different, which some people might get mad about, but I think most people are kind of fine with. But I think it's against the spirit of the gun, but that's just my opinion. If you guys disagree, let me know in the comments. But also, I really need to talk about something with the MP7 that not a lot of people know about, which is really cool. It's a suppressor. This gun sounds amazing with a suppressor. I'm not a big suppressor user, but I might be with this gun because this gun sounds so awesome with a suppressor. Get out of my way, guys. I need to check this. Oh, that is beautiful. I don't know why no one told me. And now this has a lot of vertical recoil, but it's really not that bad. I think the MP7 is like, if you're a low rank, you're like, oh, wow, the recoil in this game is so crazy. And then you get high rank and you're like, the MP7 is a laser beam. I don't know what I was thinking. I think that the recoil could get increased for like literally every gun and I wouldn't really care that much. What is bro doing? I always have that issue where like somebody's behind my teammate and then I see the blue and I'm like, okay, that guy's a teammate. And then he's not a teammate. Well, there is a teammate there, but there's also a not teammate there. It's the worst experience I've ever had. Can I loop around like this? I cannot. Let me back. Alright, okay, we're good. Except now we're behind enemy lines, which is pretty nice. Ooh. Honestly, for the novelty of the suppressor, I might run only a suppressor on this gun. I'm not a big suppressor fan because I just prefer, like, you know, less recoil. Even though, like I said, the recoil is not bad in this game, but the less recoil you can have in a video game, the better, you know what I mean? Unless there's like a massive upside, like long barrel for the higher damage. Now I think a lot of other classes, specifically I think carbines and maybe PWs, are going to be super good because, yeah, assault class might be the new meta. I'm not too sure, but basically, if you guys didn't know, if you didn't watch my video on the new update for the game, basically every class that's not medic, if they use a bandage, will get 40 health back, and they can actually bandage again after they're not bleeding anymore, or basically bandage at any time if they're down health, and they will get 40, which is ridiculous. Now, medic doesn't actually get this bonus. If they use a bandage, it will just stop their bleeding, but it makes sense because medics get 20 bandages, you know? This is going to make running every other class way more viable, which I'm a big fan of, because I think that plus the fact that assault got a buff where basically assault can take ranger armor and has more, like, types of guns it can choose from, it might make the assault class the best class in the entire game. I'm not gonna lie, the assault class will get that passive reload boost and stuff like that. It'll get the ranger armor and it can self-heal now, which is going to make it really good. I think all the sweats might switch over to that. The only issue is that it doesn't have access to the SMGs, but it does have access to the P90, which is arguably better than the Vector already. So yeah, the new meta is probably going to be the P90, not the MP7, but the MP7 is also going to be really good. Maybe better than the P90, it depends on the range, of course. But this game had some of the worst balancing I've ever seen in a video game, like literally ever, which is crazy. Yes, it's made by like 3 people, and yes, it's a pretty new game, so it makes quite a bit of sense. It's probably not made by people who understand game balancing. I would love to help them with the game balancing. I have some good ideas for updates they could do. I could give suggestions for new guns, but like game balancing, I can make every gun like really interesting and unique in its own way, but that's completely fine. I think they've done a sufficiently good job with the AK-5C. It's going to be a cool kinda MG36 AK-15 Groza type hybrid where it's going to have some of that handling and not really reload speed, but decent stats of an assault rifle, as well as the high damage but better velocity by quite a bit than the Groza, which is cool because the velocity of the Groza, because I'm below you, buddy.
I just killed your teammate.
I'm actually scared of this dude. Wait, hold on. I'm on the roof now. I don't care, you're bad, you're bad. And the ACR got a buff that is so boring that I'm not even gonna mention it in this video again. Go watch my other video. The only reason that wait, that's an enemy. But yeah, overall, use the MP7 again, dude. Use the MP7. Maybe gonna be my go-to SMG in the game because I already liked it, but yeah, the Vector was kind of like the gun to use. I didn't really use the Vector that much, but I got 1,000 kills. Now listen, getting 1,000 kills with the Vector is nothing. It is nothing. That gun was just free kills. It'll probably replace the Vector as the close range gun, and it's rank 0, so just use it. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're new, that guy's terrible, but I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Wow, dude. Hold on. Jump shot. Hey, let's go, dude.